So I'm like, are you getting sleepy? That's crunchy. No, I would be getting sleepy. Do you want some water? Shall I bring you some water? You look so happy. Look at that. Your hair. I don't usually see you looking that way. I mean, not that you don't look like on Sundays, but you look, you know. I love it. I'm experimenting with my hair. Like scary. My hairdresser just said, I don't know how to see it. I just got a box, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I love your hair. How are you? Yes, of course.
All right, we're going to move towards the second half. Gather your pieces.
Thank you.
And speaking about Concert for a Cause, any funds that we raise, like there's this very low-tech little basket right there, that they all go to our cause. We don't ever collect anything that we keep here at the church. But I would now like to introduce everyone who doesn't know them already to the Halperts, Julia and Scott Halpert, who are the founders of Garrett's Space.
I just wanted to give you on the schedule of the official thank yous, but I wanted to just briefly tell you a little bit about Garrett's Space. So our son Garrett died by suicide in 2017 when he was 23 years old, and we really struggled to find the support we needed for him. And young adults continue to really struggle, and we felt like there wasn't enough support between, especially for people who needed more than weekly visits to their therapist but weren't actively suicidal. And so we just decided to try to our way forward was to try to fix this problem and fill that gap. And so what Garrett Space is we are building a non-medical residential center on 76 acres in Superior Township, not that far from here, where young adults ages 18 to 28 who are struggling with depression and anxiety can come for 28 to 30-day stays and be really surrounded by peers who are experiencing similar struggles, to understand that they're not alone in those struggles, and then also give them hope and teach them ways for living a healthy life, ways to be more resilient and cope with what is becoming a very hard world. Everything from music, and by the way, that was and is a very important part of our life when our son was struggling. I reached out to the School of Music Musical Theater, and Mark Madama connected me with an amazing student who now is performing professionally, and he worked with Garrett, both providing voice and piano lessons, and it was a real sunny spot for him. So music is one of the things we'll be offering. Art, journaling, nutritious cooking, walks in nature, our places surrounded by nature, and just different ways to teach young adults how to cope often, and strategies for really dealing with adversity. We have been running for the past few years virtually because it started during COVID wellness programming, where young adults meet for a mood and movement activity and a support group with peers, facilitated by a clinical social worker. And the results have really been, in some cases, life-changing. Young adults are finding a community they never found before. In some cases, they said this has saved their life. And so we're really looking forward to continuing that kind of programming, day programming, and then when the center is built, having it, helping even more young adults, not just in Ann Arbor, but all over the country, really, once the residential center is open. So, when you lose a child this way, it's devastating, as you can all imagine, and we just felt like our way forward and what we're meant to do is to create this special space. And so that's what we're doing. We have a sign-up sheet out there if you want to sign up for our mailing list and the Concert4aCause mailing list. And if you're interested in volunteering, put a little V by your name and you can be sure I'll be calling you. But we definitely need a volunteer for our auction that we have coming up. We have an annual fundraiser on August 29th from 6 to 9 p.m., which you'll learn about if you're on our mailing list. And yeah, I'm going to turn over to Scott.
Hi everyone. So Julie did a nice job covering everything, but I want to say at least one thing substantive about Garrett Space. So we really are dealing with an epidemic of loneliness right now among our young people. And that's where we're really filling this huge void right now, is we're providing young people this community of support that they just don't have in their lives. And this is something that really could have benefited our son, who, he had friends, but he didn't have friends who were going through similar challenges. And that's this community that we're creating is really something special, and we are saving lives. So I just want to thank Catherine and the Concert4aCause team. I can't believe you've done 38 of these. You've benefited 38 different organizations.
I think we did a couple of repeats. Corner Health Center was one, and Hope Clinic. Hope Clinic will be coming up. But anyway, maybe 34 different ones. Yes.
Amazing. It's just amazing. And Andy, and again, the rest of the Concert4aCause team, and the Northside Community Church for hosting this event tonight. And of course, Professors D'Amato and McAllister, and the inspirational students who are just incredible. And then thanks to all of you for coming out and supporting us and spreading the word about Garrett Space. Thank you.
And just one final thing, you can donate online, or you can donate in the basket, and you can sign your names and get involved.
We have a QR code that you can donate that way, or cash or checks. And we're at the end, we'll hang out by the table if anybody wants to learn more or has any questions.
We always like to think of these as being information friend-raising events as well as fundraising, not to downplay the fundraising, but now you know about Garrett Space and you can go out and tell everyone. Thank you. So our next piece is a programmatic piece. That means that it's based on very specific images or situations. So I'm going to walk you a little bit through it since it has 5 different movements. So the Tableau de Provence was written by Paul Maurice. She's a French composer as well. And she wrote this while she was in Provence, in France. She was vacationing there, she had a house there. And she used to vacation her husband, and this very famous saxophonist whose name is escaping me, and his wife. And he was the inspiration for this piece. So all of these are images of the French Provence. So the first movement, the farandole of the young girls, is a dance. It's a lively dance by young girls, so you're going to hear definitely these rhythms in both the saxophone and the piano. The second movement called Song for My Love is a beautiful, romantic song for somebody that you love. It opens with this motion on the piano that sounds like a guitar, like the open strings of a guitar. The third movement, the Bohemian Woman, is about a Bohemian woman, what previously used to call a gypsy or a Roma person,
So it's very rhythmic and very exciting. The fourth movement is called A Sigh on the Soul for the Alley Camp. And the Alley Camp is an old Roman cemetery that actually exists in France. So basically it's very atmospheric and it sounds like that. It sounds like the sighs of the souls of the departed that are buried in this cemetery, so it's very melancholy. And then the last movement, the Luca Blida, is meant a bumblebee. It's a pretty big bumblebee from this area of France, and you're definitely going to hear the movement of the bumblebee in both the saxophone and the piano. So please join me in welcoming Amanda and Lev. divided by 5 different performers. This sonata is feared by many pianists. It's fiendishly difficult, so in this case we divided between 3 different pianists. We can spread the love. So Paul Creston, he was born Giuseppe Guttoveggio. He was the son of Sicilian immigrants in the United States. He was born here, and then later changed his name to Paul Creston. He was a self-made composer. He basically was self-taught. And a lot of his pieces tend to be pretty conservative in style. They're very beautiful, they're very lyrical. They also are influenced by jazz, and you're going to hear this in all three movements. A lot of the music is tonal, has a lot of seventh chords, and that's one of the reasons some major seventh chords makes it sound jazzy. And I wanted to tell you also a little quote about his music from himself. He believed that composition was a spiritual act, just as vital as prayer and good deeds, and he thought it shouldn't be restricted just to career composers. So, also interestingly, all the movements are named in English. You probably, if you listen to a lot of classical music, you're used to titles like Allegro, and Andante, and Presto, and all these titles in Italian. So he's like, no, I'm going to name them in English. So the first movement is called With Vigor, which is similar to like an Allegro con brio. That's going to be performed by Arturo and Joseph. Second movement is With Tranquility. That's going to be performed by Abner and Charlotte. And the last movement is called With Gaiety. So it'll be the equivalent of just an Allegro, Molto Allegro, and that will be Victoria and Abner. So let's welcome our first couple of performers. This is Arturo and Joseph.
Thank you so much for coming. Thank you to all these incredible young musicians. Thank you to everyone for spending their time. We always believe that just showing up is a gift already. And thank you so much to Julie and Scott for finding such a positive way to process this thing that happened in their lives. I lost a child too, not nearly when they were that old and developed and in my life, but it's something to overcome it and to move forward. And so I think that's wonderful. Remember, that's the initial reason why we're here, along with all this incredible music. There is a reception. You just have to move the napkins, which are there. And for Northside Community Church, this coming Saturday, the Ann Arbor Symphony Orchestra Chamber Music Series is happening here twice or 3 times a year. It's all Mozart, led by Aaron Borofsky, concertmaster and professor at the university. And every first and third Saturday morning music at 9 to 9 a.m. in Barton Drive. The next one will be April 18th. That'll be all of the wind and percussion students working with me playing their jury pieces. It'll be long, but you come, we have coffee, we have a nice little group. And then Eaton West is taking over the first one at the first Saturday in May. And I try to always get those in the Observer, but just show up, we have a very dedicated group. But tonight, Julie and Scott Halpert, Garrett Space, Ana Maria Otamendi and her students, Tim McAllister and his students. Picture.